Jake, first of all, what attracted you to the role at Bury AFC?
I think one, standing on my own 2 feet. So since I've been back in the UK, I've been down at Ramsbottom United, learned a hell of a lot from the coaches there, management there. Yeah, exciting opportunity, stand on my own 2 feet and kind of see where I'm at in terms of what I've learned over, especially the last couple of years working at Rammy. So.
And how did it feel when you got the call to say you got the job?
Strange feeling, you know, because I think in my head, obviously you question it and start to play around with, would I step away from men's football, would I go at this stage, go and kind of stand on my own 2 feet, but I'd kind of already made the decision once I got the call. So yeah, very pleased. You know, spoke to Casey, had a great conversation. She told me more about the girls, yet to meet them, but I was very excited from the off. So.
And obviously you talked about there your previous experience at Rammy. Obviously you've worked with the likes of Chris Wilcock, Warren Hemingway at Ramsbottom United. What experiences have you learnt at Rammy that you can bring into this Bury AFC women's side?
I think the big one was kind of the man management, because you know, I think there's enough out there these days, whether it be on social media, the internet, speaking to people in terms of just the actual game, but the way Chris dealt with kind of the players on a day-to-day basis, on match day, that's the big thing I would probably say I've learned. I've only ever experienced that as a player, how I was managed, but then I could see it firsthand at a good level with some very talented players.
And obviously you said before about the sort of stepping on your own 2 feet. Why did you sort of make the decision to move away from the men's game and into the women's game?
I've coached the women's game before, not in this country, but I've done it overseas, in America. Over there it's obviously absolutely huge, and I'll be honest, since I came back from Australia 3 years ago now, I wanted to kind of make that step, but like I said to the club, I was waiting for the right opportunity, and for me, I've learned, I suppose, the trade a little bit more. I've had the opportunity to work with some great coaches and managers, and this opportunity came along, and it's a very exciting one. It's a club that have got plans to kind of go far and kind of give something back to the community.
And obviously you talked there about the experience you had in Australia. How does that, just to give our listeners a sort of perspective, how does the Australian game differ to the British game?
I won't say the game differs, it's still the same rules, but it's just bigger for the female side of things. I seen the female game as a young kid in this country, and it wasn't really apparent. There was a few teams here and there. I'd go and watch them with kind of family friends, but when I went overseas, especially in America and Australia, it's massive. There's girls from the age of 5 and 6 playing football on a Saturday for a team, which you wouldn't see over here. But the last 5 years, it's gone from strength to strength. So it's an exciting opportunity for me to be a part of that growth and kind of show what I can do.
And obviously the squad's been built around you in recent weeks before your appointment. Obviously you were talking before about obviously the first time you're meeting the girls tonight. What are you expecting from the squad this season?
Expectations and goals is something I want to discuss with kind of the management team and discuss with the girls to see kind of where their aspirations are. Like I say, I've not met them properly yet, so it'd be interesting to see where they want to go, and hopefully they're on the same page as the management team, and then we can move forward as a whole squad and kind of hit them targets, objectives and goals for the season.
And obviously Bury AFC is a well supported team. I know there's been quite a lot of support for the women's side. If fans come down to watch your team, what sort of style of football would they expect to see?
That's another, again, tough question. All the clubs I've worked at, whether it be a head coach or whether it be an assistant or just part of the coaching team, I've kind of judged it on the players we've got, and a lot of the times I've gone off the philosophy of the clubs I've worked for. So initially I want to find out what the girls like. I like to play kind of on the front foot, exciting, get hold of the ball and kind of obviously score goals. That's what the fans like, and that's what I like as a fan. So I think if I change the values of what I like, then I'll be going against what I believe. So yeah, I won't be you're sitting back parking the bus style of manager. I don't want to kind of fancy it up and be bored and never come again.
And finally, Jake, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
I'd like to think here, moved up the leagues, hopefully. Like I say, the girls are as kind of excited as I am, and they're on the same page as myself and the rest of the management, and fingers crossed we've moved up the leagues and competing at the top level.
Cheers for your time today, Jake.